Well, hello, Jim.
Welcome to my shop.
Would you like to introduce us around?
Sure. You know, it's not much, but it's a lot more than I've ever had, which is
And
great.
it's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. Thanks to somebody wonderful, the floor has been swept, although it's still a barn floor.
Ta-da!
But it was full of sawdust.
Yes, it was me. And his counter is all... I want to introduce you to something. This is an amazing brush. It actually is called a Tomiko brush. It's got Tomiko bristles. We got it in an Amish store. And it does amazing like this. Amazing!
Yes, amazing. It's great for cleaning. I want to show a little bit of ingenuity that I did today. You know, when you do woodwork, a lot of people call it making sawdust because guess what? You make a lot of sawdust.
This is our fan that keeps us from dying.
Conditioning.
One day we'll get one of those big round ones. Yay!
Those of you who are really into it, woodworkers, and have all the equipment, you're going to think, oh, so what? But for those of you who don't, and you're trying to figure out, you know, how do I make it work? I got this table saw. It's very versatile. It does a lot of cutting.
We brought it from Oregon.
Brought it from Oregon. It throws a lot of sawdust when we cut, and the sawdust, you're going the wrong way.
I'm showing the kind. They'll want to know.
Okay.
And it's really nice because it's got wheels and you can fold it up and move it around.
So the sawdust typically shoots out of here all over what may be setting on the other side of it. So I took a hose off of one of our old vacuum cleaners that we have, and it fits right in there. I connected that hose into the end of a hose from another vacuum cleaner that works really well. They just kind of fit right together. And then I turn this vacuum on when I'm sawing, and voila, we don't have sawdust everywhere. It's all in there. End of the day, I can dump that out into the compost.
That's pretty amazing.
And we have less of a mess.
Now we need to fix this one so that this doesn't send it to oblivion.
It's kind of the same thing. Same hose can hook up there and pull it out. It's got this catcher here that catches a lot.
Yeah, that he had not emptied.
Yeah, you always forget to do that. Anyway, we'll be able to hook the same hose up there. But for those of you who have large vacuum systems that have this set up, you've got it figured out. But you're doing it for the same reasons. But for those of you who don't have a system like that, if you have a shop vac, you can figure out how to hook the hoses up and you can reduce the sawdust problem.
And then we're slowly but surely getting things for our pegboard so that things get picked up. And we brought this in from the other side of the barn, and I want to show you this little silly ingenious idea I did. These little fasteners, I took one of the screws, screwed it into the top so it's a lid, but when he comes over here he can tell which screws are in which box. And his scythe got a place.
It finally has a home. Here it is, hanging nice. It's got a great place to hang here. Nice and safe, out of the way.
We put a board here so that it just goes against
straight.
there.
And for the sharpener, the stone, the whetstone, it has a nice little place to set.
And he uses it a lot. He's been doing some amazing stuff.
Well, it's, you know, for those of you who use scythes, you understand very well. It's great for those weeds where you can get them before they do that blooming thing and create the seeds. You can get the tops knocked off. For those of you who are really good with it, you can mow your lawn. I'm not quite there. I'm getting there. But as far as taking down the weeds and whatnot, it does a great job of that. Getting in those areas where it's sometimes hard to get with a lawnmower. Like true homesteaders, we take care of what has to be taken care of now and put some other things off, be taken care of later. We put off till later the finishing painting of the chicken run wood. There were some pieces that we hadn't gotten painted before.
And so since I was painting the pig feeder,
same color, same paint, we decided paintbrush is wet, let's make it happen. We also, while we were out today, we had one chicken that was out, one little one, and we have some ideas how she got out. There's a couple of possibilities, and yeah, we need to get that fixed. When we went to go to her, she flew over the 6-foot fence onto the inside.
I mean, just like, and then she flew from that 6-foot fence to the awning that we have.
So these chicks, everybody knows chickens can fly. So what we're saying is 6-foot fence isn't enough for them. We know people have told us you need to cover the top because other critters can get in and so on and so forth.
So we're covering the top.
We already knew we were going to do it. We were postponing it. The time's now. We need to get around to that.
We need to fix the bottom and fix the top before we lose some chickens.
We can't ignore it much longer.
Another good day that we've had today.
Another exceptional day.
Yes. We have a couple of things that we need to tell people. We're getting several questions about the 12 weeks to Heartiness. We're into the 3rd week now. We just put the 2nd week out today. So I'm working on the 3rd week.
Finalizing the 3rd week.
So I've had some questions, and these are the answers to the questions. So first...
Can we have the questions first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Whew.
The question is, if I purchase this, do I just get to look at it once, or do I have access to each lesson another time? When you purchase this, you receive this in your own personal email, all the links to everything, and it is yours. It's yours forever. You can watch it and watch it and watch it and watch it.
We may need to change the security on access to some of the files that are there. I'm not happy with the way it is right now. So going forward, to continue to have access, we will email you what it takes to get into it, but you will continue to have access going forward. You buy it, it's yours. When you sign up for it, whatever day you sign up, the following Monday, you will start with lesson 1. And it will continue through, the emails will come to you automatically with lesson 1, and the next week lesson 2, and everything that goes along with those. So somebody else is on lesson 3, or somebody else on lesson 16. Yeah, no, there's not that many. 10. And our interaction is with everybody, whatever stage of the process they're in. And what we're doing is regulating it by dripping it out to you so that you're not trying to do it all at once. You might take 2 weeks for 1 week's worth of lessons. That's fine. Where it takes you 24 weeks to get through all of it, or whatever timing, that's fine. But we're just making certain and encouraging you to spend enough time with it to where you can fully assimilate it, put it into practice, because this is a lifestyle change that we're talking. It's a habit. It's learning how to do things. And the exercise portion, you're not going to start at week 12. You're going to start at week 1. Unless you've been doing a lot of exercising, you're going to need that build up to get there. And that's how the whole thing is. Recipes, we give 5 recipes with pictures. Each lesson. And they have been really fun to make. And they've been even better to eat. And so my breakfast cookbook, Mornings Begin with Breakfast, is now complete, and everyone who has subscribed has gotten one, and we are working. And there's still time to get one by subscribing by the end of July. Yes, you get it free if you subscribe by the end of July. And sometime after the end of July, it'll be on our website for sale for those who don't want to sign up for the 12 weeks for Heartiness. So it will be available. We're still working on exactly how to make that happen. It's taxing his little brain. I mean, he has a big brain. I see smoke coming out of it as he's working on how to get it. Well, there's a lot of ways to do it. It's really a matter of putting it into time, and we've been doing other things instead. Yes. We've been, one of the things of Heartiness, we talk about,
eating right, and we talk about exercise, and we talk about emotional wellness, and once in a while we talk about sleep. And I can tell you, we need sleep. We are desperate for sleep. And so the exercise video may be on a little bit late tomorrow for this, because we have got to get some sleep. We've been staying up till midnight every night to work on things. And
that's an exaggeration. Some nights it's actually been 11.
Late, guys, late. But we are motivated by you guys and so excited to keep things going for you and putting out the newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, please go to heartinessapproach.com and subscribe there, and consider enrolling in the 12 weeks of Heartiness. It's really a good course to be able to help you and your family get on the path to Heartiness.
And if you have subscribed to the newsletter, thanks. We're glad you're part of us.
Yes. One more thing. Tomorrow's video is going to be a really great one. Jim and Austin and me built a double-sided pig feeder, and tonight it's just been painted and it's sitting there, and tomorrow we're putting it together, and so it's going to be for you to see, and it's pretty coolly engineered. You won't want to miss it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Bye.